Okay, so for the shooting system part of things, jump over here. We're going to need several things. So, let's think what a turret would need. So, we would need a firing rate. So, how fast can I shoot? We'll add a bool for if it's going to be a beam sort of weapon, because they're going to act slightly differently. So, public beam. Fire rate beam. What we'll add is we're going to need to do, add this one here using systems.collections.generic. This means we can get access to lists. And then we're going to list the game objects. And what this is going to be is projectile spawns. And essentially what we're going to do with this list is, say with a turret you wanted 3 barrels, you can just add all of the different spawn points to this list and it'll spawn a projectile from all the barrels at once. So it'll be nice. So you'll be able to have a bit of customizability with the turret itself. Let's see. So we've got fire rate, beam, projectile spawn. Well, yeah, projectile. So public game object. Got projectile. So the fire rate, the beam, the projectile. Yes, a field of view as well for the turret. So this is sort of the area in which, when the other object enters it, it'll start firing. So we'll call this field of view. So we got a fire rate, a field of view. So beam or not, the projectile spawns and projectile spawns. So that'll do for now. If we need any more, we can add them. So what we'll do is we'll do a list of game objects, and we will call these last projectiles. So these were the last. This will store the last spawn projectiles. So it's a new list. Oops. Of game objects. No spacing. Yep, there you go. And I'm not going to start. So what we'll do is we'll make a function and we'll make this do void and we'll call it spawn projectiles. Spawn projectiles. So we won't need any parameters. So for simple for loop, you go through each of the sort of barrels of the gun and spawn the projectile. So projectile spawns. Isn't completing for me. Spaces. Count. I plus. And then spawn there. If the thing exists. If that one exists, then if that exists. What we'll also do is also check here if no projectile return. So we can't spawn projectiles if we don't have a projectile. Yep, so yeah, what we're also going to do up here, I remember, is a fire timer. So it's a 0 by default. This will keep track of our fire rate, so when it's over the fire rate, we'll fire. Alright, so projectile spawns. So now we will do game object. I'll call it proj, and it will be instantiate. Let's see. This is projectile spawns. Add transform dot position. Oh no, it's the object first. My bad. So it's projectile. No bad script. Projectile. Yes, projectile, then at the end. What we'll do is we'll use the forward vector of the spawn point. So that way we know it's facing the right way when it spawns. So spawn dot spawns dot count why I'm doing an account. I dot transform dot forward. So yeah, that'll then aim forwards. I do that. Sorry, I've done that wrong. Did I do that way? What we need to do first, Quaternion dot Euler, then pass that into that. Then what we'll have to do is cast it as a game object, so that there's instance it returns an object. So we cast to a game object, we can pass through that. Then what we'll do is, because our projectile is going to be one of the scripts that we already made, we can do it's going to have all the scripts that we already made on it. Get components, base projectile. So this is the reason why we inherited from the other one. Because now no matter what it is, we can do a get component base projectile and it'll get sort of any script that inherits from this. Then we can do fire projectile. So the launcher in this case was projectile spawns I. The target, that's oh, what are we gonna do for target? Yeah, this gave a separate target to the other thing, so for now we'll make it public, but yeah, again we're gonna make this private later, so we can sort of edit from the script instead. So public game object, call it target for now. So target, go with that thing. And damage, let's call it 10. Should probably add that up here. Public int damage. Yeah, so we'll set this to damage. I know I forgot a couple of variables. Right, so yeah, then we do that. Then what we'll do is, yeah, if we're here, what we'll need to do is I'm just going to last projectiles.clear. Yeah, so we'll get rid of the all projectiles in the list. And we will do last projectiles.add proj. Okay, so now that'll spawn all projectiles at the relevant location and give them sort of fire them pretty much. So it'll spawn and fire all our projectiles in the list at once. So that's fine. Now what we're gonna do is, if in this update we'll do if beam and the underscore last projectiles that count is less than or equal to 0. For some reason our count is less than 0, I don't know how it would, but in case. Then we will spawn projectiles. That's straightforward. And then because there'll be a count. Yeah, that's it. Is that? Yeah, just spawn projectiles. Then I'll have an else if beam and let's put count is greater than 0. So if we have projectiles already existing, then what we want to do is I want to check the angle at this point to make sure that we can sort of make sure that we're sort of in a radius to fire. So to do this, we will need to do Quaternion dot angle. So transform dot rotation. Then this will need to be transform dot rotate. Oh, that would be the other way around. It'll be target transform dot rotation. Yeah, it'll be the look at, so it'll be Quaternion dot look rotation from A to B. So that'll be transform, lower t, transform dot rotation and target, rotation minus target. Keep doing that. transform rotation. Yeah, rotation. Okay, so that's gonna be like the angle that it comes out. So the float angle equals that. Just turn a float, not a double here. Yeah. So then we'll do if angle is less than our field of view. Less than field of view. Sorry, actually in this situation, watch if it's greater though. It's greater than the field of view, then we no longer want the projectiles. So what we'll do is while underscore last projectile that count is greater than 0, we will destroy the game object at 0, and we'll do underscore projectiles dot remove at 0. So let's go all this weird stuff I paid at the beginning. Right, top. There you go. That's not a semicolon. Okay, so then if we're out of pretty much if the thing's out of our line of sight, we know what to be firing a beam. So this will get rid of it. Now, I just realised up here, this is always going to do a beam. So what we'll need to do is do this check again on the angle. But what we'll do is if less than. Right, so that's nice, simple. Now, we can just do this final one. So else. So in this situation down here, so this is going to be for just normal stuff. So that was all handling beams. Obviously we can use the spawn projectile stuff again. That's the reason why we still put it in its own function. But now we're going to handle sort of non-beam weapons. So this won't be too complicated. All we have to do is m_fire timer plus equal time.deltime. So increase our timer. If our fire timer is greater than or equal to the fire rate, so sort of the interval between the fire rate is pretty much the interval between projectiles being fired, then we can spawn projectiles. And m_fire timer will get equal to 0.0f. Now, yeah, again, missed out the angle thing. So if it's in our field of view, then we can spawn projectiles and fire. Yes. Okay, cool. So, yep, that's saved. Right, that's. Oh, I got 1 hour. Oh, I got a few hours. That's gonna be. Oh, transform dot position. Yep, sorry, these are meant to be position, not rotation. It's my bad, it's a bit late, a bit tired. And what's the next issue? I did that in 2 places. I did that in 3 places. I think you know what all my issues are. Yeah. So an issue with copy and pasting broken code. But Jesus. Right. There we go. Okay, so click off. And I've only got 1 error, that's an interval. If this is meant to be I less than, sorry. Okay, that was not too many complicated errors there. Alright, so let's see how this is in game. So switching code. Doop doop. Right, so on this you'll want to attach a shooting system to just sort of this main turret. For now it won't be a beam. And what we're going to do is set a fire rate of 0.2. Damage doesn't really matter right now. Field of view 10. We'll make our tracking system faster so that we're sort of consistently aiming at. And now we need so the target can be this guy over here, so set it to target. And for projectile we'll just quickly create that. So for now we will just do a small, not a cube. No, it's a cube. We'll do a sphere. I like spheres. Right, so 0.1. Make it nice and small so it actually looks like sort of a projectile. Yep. What is it there? So I've placed that one like it's just at the barrel of the gun. So yeah, that's nice. Right. It doesn't actually need to be placed right now because we're going to save that as a prefab. So what we'll do is we'll add a components. Go on scripts. Now this one can be a null projectile. We'll set it with speed of 5. And we'll call it projectile A. And this one will go create a new folder for prefabs. So folder prefab. Should have had an S, it's gonna annoy me. Projectile A. Oh, I'm getting dead dry. Right, now if we remove this component, add in a different one. We'll do tracking. We'll projectile B. Dragging B. Right, now what we'll want is an empty pretty much for this one. So this is going to be the beam one. So first we'll need to add the, well, don't need this, we'll add this first. Beam length, we'll call it 10 for now. Oh yeah, last time I used speed. Right, we'll use beam length for now. Like if you wanted to get rid of beam length and just use like speed as the length of the beam. Save yourself a bit of like, tiny bit of RAM. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, effects, line renderer. Okay, so what we'll need to do is we'll just need to set up a quick material for line renderer. Like I've sort of pre-made one because it took me a while to figure out what it was. So what you want to do is, I'm using Unity 5, so up on the shader thing, I go in here, go to particles, and I've set mine to multiply so I can't see it off of the map. So you'll sort of see the effect that causes in a minute. And then I just kind of chose whatever. I chose this default checker thing. I don't think that matters too much. I didn't really play around with that, I'm afraid. Art is not my thing. So, yeah. So, where's the projectile gone? Is this my projectile? Yes, this is my projectile. Okay, so what we'll do is, those are going to get set by the code. We'll make this 0.1 and 0.1. So now I've got a nice small beam. We'll make it, I want to be green and, we'll make it to blue near the end. Then we will set the material to laser. Right. So, yeah, that should just work, I hope. So I hope. We'll close one projectile 3. Well, projectile C, sorry. Right, prefab, projectile C. So we've got 3 projectiles there. Now we just need to add on here. Well, go to your like inner cube and then add it as a child, the projectile spawn. So it's just slightly in front of 0.6. So my projectile spawn right in front. And if you make sure it's a child so that it does always come out the barrel of the gun. So now if I set up projectile A to be that and click play, hopefully this will turn and shoot at this guy. And it's not shooting. Why isn't it shooting? Shooting system. I'm sure I'm forgetting something very stupid. I didn't set any spawns. That's why it isn't shooting. Talked about the thing and completely forgot about the thing. Right, there you go. So quick play. Just gotta say I'm not sure what's wrong with code there. That's even worse. Right, make sure I just 7 this time. Okay, yep, so it is an issue in code. Fire timer was equals is greater than fire rate. Fire timer is greater than fire rate, then angle field it. Oh, I know what the issue is. In the, I'll just quickly switch this 1 sec. Let's go to him. Yeah. So in this lock rotation, it's meant to be this way around. Did this last time as well. Before, like showing the video when I wrote the code earlier. Yeah. There you go. So you'll need to replace that up here as well. Otherwise, it comes out of 180 instead of going to 0, which will be the cause of the issue. Apparently I double T to target. There we go. So, back to Unity. And click play, fingers crossed. Da-da-da. There we go. So right now this normal projectile is sort of firing out. Let's see what the other one's like. So, switch to projectile B. Now this one's the one that should just sort of go into it and stay with it, yep. So they follow it, as you can see, when it moves along. Now right now, no, the projectiles are disappearing, like they're all still inside of there. So we'll need to clean them up next time. And then projectile C, and set it to beam this time. And they should just create one instance of it instead of creating multiple. Did I say it's parent? I don't think I did now. So, missed out one step with the beam one. And that is in here. What we should have done was transform.setParent and set it to the let's go launcher.transform. Save that. So now I'm gonna click play. It should. Yes, there we go. And as you can see, it doesn't sort of go off like this was the point of the multiply. You can't see it off of the sort of map, you can only see it on the map. So it's sort of just a nice effect. Now in this situation, there's a small gap, so it's moving the spawner back a little, would just help. Or if like you sort of, yeah, if you're making a beam joint, just make it sort of closer. Now just to show the reason why multiple spawn points were added, let's quickly duplicate this thing. Let's add 0.2. Place this one at minus 0.2. Push them both. Oh, whoops, no going to select one, whatever. Yeah, put them both at 0.2 up there. Select them both, duplicate them both. Put them both at minus 0.2. Now we've got a nice 4-barrel gun. And if we drag in all of these spawn points, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and click play, we will now get 4 beams. Yes. So now, instead of having 1 beam, there's 4. And you can drag in whatever projectile you want. Make sure to change it back from beam, otherwise it'll just sort of float in front and follow. Actually, no, it won't do that. I'll just spawn one of them. That's my bad. Yeah, I'll just spawn one until you're not looking at it. I'll just sort of, I've only ever spawned one when it aims at it, which is a bit weird. But yeah, so that's our shooting script. And next time we will make the AI so that we don't have to set the targets ourselves. It'll sort of figure it out. Probably sort out the damage stuff as well, because we don't want infinite stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching.